What's up guys, it's Ash back again. Today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. So I thought I might show you about my little studio at home. I've had a few people ask me about it. A few people ask me if I've got certain things, not just the studio stuff, but also like my little living area type of things as well, I guess. So, right, let's get into it. First of all, let's start with the guest of honour. The demon doggo himself, Prince of Darkness. This is my dog Ozzy. He likes to come chill out, hang out in here, especially when the lads from the band are here. He gets real needy. He just likes to love. Don't you, Oz? Hey? Yeah, you. Okay, let's start with a little bit of a tour of where I work first, I guess. So, I'm sure you've all seen this before when I've been doing my videos. First things first, you need a trusty chair. Just some gaming seat picked up off Amazon for about £99. So yeah man, that's get comfy in the studio. First rule, be comfy. So first of all, I suppose start with where I record. I record on Logic Pro X on my MacBook Pro, and then I go into my Scarlett 2i2 interface right there. Pretty standard stuff, great for home recording. That's the Legend one, but it still never missed a beat, still works fine. And then this is my Akai MPK Mini. Great little MIDI keyboard and MIDI controller. Game on, does the job. Okay, so these are my KRK Rocket 6s. Once again, great affordable home studio monitors. They work really, really well. I used to have some M-Audio BX5, I think they were called before these. Upgraded to these. These have been great since. I mean, I'd love to have a set of Adams or something like that, but at the minute, it just doesn't seem worth it for what I'm using them for. This is a Korg Pitch Black Rack Edition, and it's great. It works really, really well. Real sensitive, but easy to use. And look how cool it looks. Yeah, it looks nice. That is just my old TV from my old flat. I wanted a monitor and I thought, why am I going to buy a monitor? I'll just use this TV. Surely it's just a HDMI connection. I'm sure there'll be some nerds out there who will definitely tell me I'm wrong. It's different. You should have a special monitor. But to me, it's just a fucking screen. So that'll do the job just nice. And then during a pandemic, you've got to have the squeezy squeeze, clean your hands, squeezy squeeze. Yeah. So my condenser, once again, budget home recording condenser, SEX1 on a cheap ass little boom stand thing that I got off eBay, and I think that was about 12 quid. Earphones I use would be these KRK studio headphones. Once again, fairly affordable, do the job real well. I'm sure you've noticed these big old light rings here and here. That's the one thing I found with doing videos, if you want it to look good, is lighting is very, very important. Says the man who records all his videos on his iPhone. But okay, so let's have a look at some of my other stuff. So let's start with that. It's a Digitech Whammy DT. So this side you've got all like your cool sounds that you can go up to octaves. You can do dive bombs. Use it to find harmonies and stuff. It's really good. And this side, if you're too lazy to drop tune your guitar, that side does it for you. Great pedal. I'm going to do a full video on that one pretty soon, but I'm sure so many of you have already seen it. Next, this is kind of what I use live. My live rig. On the top, we've got a Samsung power conditioner. Just protects your equipment should there be a power surge. And also it has these really cool lights that come out, but it's not turned on, but they're LEDs in there and they light it all up for if you're on a dark stage. Line 6 Pod HD Pro X Rack Edition. Pretty old school model now compared to some of the stuff's out, like your Kempers, your Helixes, the new Quad Cortexes and all that, but still I seem to get a pretty decent tone out of it. However, I am thinking about moving on now. It's been great and it was affordable when I needed to be. I still need affordable, but I am constant in search for that tone, same as I'm sure a lot of you are. Aren't we all, as musicians, constantly trying to sound as good as we can? Underneath it is my power amp, and that is a Palmer Mac 402, and it's specialised for guitars and guitar modelers. Twin channel amp, great stuff. Next, we'll move through pretty quickly. Black Star Beam, which is great if you just want to plug in and practice right quick. It's got Bluetooth if you want to load up some backing tracks or whatever else. If I'm just ever having I've got 5 minutes and just want to have a quick practice, or I need an iPhone speaker, I'll use the Black Star. Orange, I bought this just to see what it was like, really. Little micro dark, and as a backup in case I ever anything, because it's so small I can just throw it in a bag or whatever, and if something was to break, I've got a little backup there at least. If I'm going through pedals and such, it does the job. Pedals, little pedal board, sort of like my backup pedal board, or is what I used to use with my valve amps. So yeah, Korg Pitch Black, same as the rack tuner. Sentry, noise gate. Everyone needs a TS9. Can't even remember what it's called. Tiny little shimverb from Moore. This is really good. All kinds of different weird and wonderful reverb tones you can get from that. The Spark Booster, I use that more as a clean boost. This I kind of use as a sort of boost / overdrive for solos. Yeah, and then underneath that is my FBV3, which is basically the floor controller for the pod. Okay, so that's that for that section. So let's go through some of the guitars I've got. He says, so this weapon right here, this is a PV Falcon Strat copy type thing, and that is the first guitar I ever owned in my life, and I've still got it to this day. Partly real relics, partly me throwing it around the drive, and yeah. But this is kind of what I use when I go busking, because if it gets busted up or you have to use it as a weapon, who cares? You've all seen this in my videos heaps of times. It's my Chapman ML1 V2 modern baritone in Mallow. Absolute beast. As a lot of you know, I have changed the bridge pickup to a Seymour Duncan Nazgul. It's disgracefully dusty considering how much I use it, but nevertheless, that's probably my main guitar I use at the moment. So yeah, there we go. My baby, my absolute baby. So this is a 1987, the year I was born. Hard to believe, I know. 1987 USA Fender Strat. Everything is original, obviously bar the strings. But yeah, an all original guitar. It sounds fucking incredible. This belonged to a very close family friend whose husband sadly passed away. And she wanted the guitars to stay with someone that would love it and appreciate it and use it, I guess. So she did me a Boston deal of a price. And yeah, so I've had it probably now 8 years. And it's never missed a beat. It's been absolutely fantastic guitar for everything I've ever used it for. So if any of you have heard my band Cardinals, I've used this a lot of the time. This is my PRS Tremonti SE, which also belonged to someone who sadly passed away. This was my friend Mose. And as I said before, I've changed a few little bits on it, put some locking tuners in it, different pickup covers, kept doing the same pickups, different bridge. Yeah, I just wanted to set it up a little bit so I could use it and have it out. I wanted it to look a little bit more, but also not taking away from the fact that this was a good friend's piece of equipment that sadly is no longer with us, but now it's mine. Something to remember him by. It's one of my first reviews I ever did. It's probably got the most views of me playing bass really badly. Yeah, it's by J&D, Jack and Danny. Whee. And yeah, cheap home recording bass, and it plays fucking brilliant. Sounds ace, and I love it. I love the neck. I love the inlays. I just think it looks shit up. It's just something about jazz basses, I think, that are the most pretty out of the lot. That's it for the rack of guitars. Then we can go to. This is my Chapman ML3 Beer Pro. Recently done a trade for the video I did on the Ember Telecaster. If you've seen that, I did a straight up trade for this, which worked out pretty well for me, as this is not a cheap guitar. But yeah, that's my MR3 beer. But I'll be doing a proper video on that soon, because I've still got to do that. I'll sit and listen to Suffer. General good rule to live by. As some of you know, I am guitarist in the band Suffer. I am a little bit obsessed. It's my biggest passion in life, and you'll probably notice that from around the room there is lots of Suffer stuff. If I only had room to put one of each of our merch on display and everything else, yeah, I don't have the room to put everything. But right, let's go for a little walk around the room. Grebo sofa right there. Yeah, you would notice a theme with this. All my stuff's a little bit Grebo, a little bit dark, I guess. Some of my decor, maybe. Right, so here, what do we have? This is the wall of Suffer artwork, I guess. So that was our first EP, the Slurm EP. That was for our single for We're Wretched, featuring Tyler Shelton of Traitors. That was the first single off the Heavy Silence EP. That was Slither. The single Establishment that released before Heavy Silence, which that is the artwork for, which I'm sure you've seen. And then that was the artwork for our last single, Devour. Up here, a couple of helmets. That is a Harley 48 tank mould that my cousin airbrushed for me. Looks fucking class. I don't know if you can see all the metal flake in it there. Yeah, it looks so good. It's a sign. Obviously, it's a sign. It's a sign that my girlfriend brought back from Florida for me. It's all motorbike stuff. This gentleman right here, the reason he's up there with all the bike stuff, that was my Uncle Steve. Sadly, lost him, I think it was March 2020, the year of absolute shit. But yeah, we rode bikes, me and my brother rode bikes with my uncle, and yeah, sadly he's not with us anymore, so he sits up there pride of place with all the bike stuff. I hope that's where he'd want to be, where he can see what I'm doing and keep an eye on me. But yeah, love and miss my uncle. It's something I made when I was like 17. This was my first ever band, and stuff like tickets, old show flyers. I don't know where you're going to see it with the flash on, but yeah, that's a picture of us when we first started. Here's me with my RR5 and metal and badass. How thin, fucking thin there, man. Yeah. Here, this is just a big tapestry thing I ordered off the internet. I was trying to deaden the sound in there a little bit, rather than just use soundboards. I wanted something that looks a little bit cool. So this was us on stage at Fall in the Brawl Manchester. Shout out Fall in the Brawl, Dan Benson, Ash Fenlon, nice one. Yeah, this was us on stage there, and I thought it'd make a pretty nice backdrop. So here, it's so embarrassing how long this has needed restringing. I very rarely play my Taylor GS Mini, and I really should, because it's a great sounding little acoustic. And if you ever need an acoustic, look at Taylor's, man, they're amazing. This is a guitar that my brother painted for the wall of my old business. I don't know how many people know that I used to own a bar and restaurant called Riverside Blues Cafe. And my brother painted this guitar for me for my birthday, hung up on the wall. There's my brother's a excellent painter and tattooer. He also owns Lastport Tattoo in Wolverhampton. So yeah, you need a tattoo, hit that guy up. Yeah, that's also where that stool's from. That was a bar stool at my bar, obviously. Magazines. Oh, spectacles. Oh. So yeah, it's a mix. Guitar stuff, Grebo occult stuff, more guitar, metal stuff, guitar stuff. It's generally me. Little rug from Killstar, Grebo as fuck. Houseplant. Tapestry. Another painting, some paintings one's by my brother, one's by another guy, I can't remember who done it. More housey planty. TV for good measure. This is where I come and I kind of just hang out when I'm not recording stuff, but I just like to be in this room. This is my resonator. Maybe I'll show you what that sounds like in a bit. So I use this a lot for my bluesy stuff to play slide on. Sounds amazing. They were used when all there was acoustic guitars to try and amplify over a band, because obviously there's no electric guitars at a certain point, so you couldn't hear an acoustic. So that's got a cone built into it that projects sound more. So I'll give you a taste of what that sounds like. A little coffin cupboard with other Grebo trinkets and whatnot. More house plants, more paintings by my brother. Everyone needs a ukulele. My little Grebo wall. Everyone needs a Ouija board and an upside down cross and some and skulls and masks and shit. Of course they do. More hello Mr. Baphomet. More Grebo trinkets. Everyone loves a skull. Lee bought me that back for later. Everyone needs a tiny guitar as well as a ukulele. That's right. This my brother had made for me for my 30th birthday. It is a cigar box guitar, and little message on the back: happy 30th, my boy Brad and his ex-girlfriend Jess. But yeah, my brother had that built for me, and it sounds fucking incredible, man. I'll have to plug that in and show you guys at some point and do a little whole. I want to do a whole video on that, just not a little clip. So someone forgot to charge his gimbal, so he's had to put it to the side and just go like this for the rest of the way. So that's the first ever Suffer banner, which used to have behind us when we played. Up there, that's our first 2 EPs right there, and some of the little pictures. Oh yeah, that's meant to be upright. Obviously hat, masks we had done. Set list from one of the shows. This thing here is a diddly bow that I made. So I've used a cigar tin as the nut, one single coil pickup there, and a bottle used as the bridge over there. Seems to work pretty well. I'd show you, but I snapped the cable that was hardwired into the pickup. So yeah, you ain't gonna get unlucky or lucky, who knows. Another Marshall amp that belongs to Jack, our drummer. However, I like to play with it once in a while. Whee! Ding dong. So this up there, this is my camera shelf. Just camera parts, handles, tripods, my GoPro, some more lighting stuff for the lenses for shit. Books, everyone needs books. Everything from Elvis the King right the way through to Ozzy Osbourne, Hell's Angels, all sorts of shit. Guitar handbooks, guitar guides. Nothing wrong with increasing your knowledge and reading. It's good for you. Do it. House plant. This is a present off. I'm not a Wolves fan. I'm not a football fan. This is a present off our vocalist Job on his wedding day. I was his usher at his wedding, and he presented me with that, and that has got rum in it. Everyone likes rum. Well, I like rum. I have a little swig once in a while when I'm in here, but yeah, that's off Chubb, so it's up there, pride of place. That's just a mixer for, obviously, for my PA. And some vinyls underneath there. It's mainly like blues and rock and roll stuff like that. Muddy Waters, the fucking king of Chicago blues, Chess Records. It's an old ass amplifier right there. Another Grebo candle, Ceremonial 4. I'll say this is when I'm writing riffs and trying to summon up them fucking riff demons. Under here, this is a lap steel from, I believe, the 1940s. And it's wired up to that amp there, that vintage ass amp. Yeah, it's got different fucking tuning pegs on it. Some of them are fucking, one of them is missing. It's kind of a mismatch of loads of different parts, but that still works also. And that belonged to another one of our friends, the lady who owned the Strat, the one whose husband passed away sadly. This was also hers. This belonged to her dad, and she's passed it down to me, so that's fucking cool. Yeah, so that's just my little shelf. So basically, yeah, this is my little studio tour, I guess. I don't really think there's anything missed. It's a room full of either Grebo shit or music shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay guys, that about wraps it up for me. So thank you for watching. If you're still here, if you're not bored to tears of my voice just talking about a fucking room. Yeah, if you haven't checked out some of my other videos, please go over, check them out. Give them a like, give us a subscribe on the old YouTube, or follow on Instagram, at Raymond the Bastard on Instagram, get me on there. Yeah, that's about it. So everybody stay safe, look after each other. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. See you later.